So we're going to move on to the next bucket, and the next bucket is accountability around the learning process. I know we spoke about other buckets that's kind of similar, but this is really more around the challenges students might face, if it's the format of the project, if it's the content, the resource, the deliverables. Who do they have in their circle that can keep them accountable, that they can reach out to in order for them to actually get to a point where they can submit their project? So I'm going to pass it to Lauren.
Yeah, and this is a great follow-up from bucket number 2 in where students connected to the project cycle, because this bucket around the accountability as it relates to the learning process really is going to demonstrate progress students have made. So implicit in that is a student now might be able to identify where they think they are in the project learning cycle, and in an effort to break down what that process looks like. Has it changed over time? Why? What's worked better? What hasn't? And really highlight the flexibility and adaptability of our students around this and wanting to make something work, and their willingness to experiment alongside us.
And as a coach, I think the first step is really understanding the approach the students take when they're working on the project. So from even just from looking at it, selecting it, what's the process that the students take? Because once you have that understanding, then you can say, okay, if it's a project-related issue, this is what the student usually do. Then your outreach and your support that you provide, it's more customized to the actual steps that the student takes. And I feel like sometimes it's hard for us to just put time aside in order to fully understand what the project process is for the student. That's why we're highlighting this in this bucket. And then once you know what that is, it's important to also be open enough that it might change from one project to another. And then once you figure out that the issue is actually a project-related issue, then you can dig deeper and try to find out, where is it? Is it in the deliverable? Is it in the resources? Then your support will be more targeted and more effective if you can hone in where the challenges lies.
That's great.